Hey everybody, it's Jang here from RCmania.com, the place for toy grade RC reviews. This is the Maisto Rock Crawler Extreme. Now, from just looking at it, I can say that this is mostly just a slightly updated version of the same rock crawler from Maisto that I reviewed back in 2010. They've changed the colors of the wheels here, changed the colors of some suspension components, and put on a new body. Now this body is actually made of a very thin plastic, so while it's much larger than the old one, has a much bigger surface, looks bigger, has a lot more graphics on it, a lot more detail. It's actually lighter in weight. It's a very thin plastic, but it's surprisingly durable, these thin plastic covers that they put on there. This does not come with any batteries, so you have to supply your own batteries, and that lists out the exact requirements on the page at rcmania.com. It's a four-wheel drive vehicle. Got a motor in the front, got a motor in the back, and they get driven at the same time. This thing has a ton of suspension action thanks to some very soft springs and 3-link suspension in the front and the rear to give it lots of articulation to get over really rough terrain. And the tires are surprisingly soft. These are some of the nicest, softest tires ever put on any toy grade RCs ever. It's just so soft, nice design, semi-pneumatic, looks good so far. The controller is small for small hands. Works well for younger kids. Adults or folks who have larger hands can just skip a finger or so down here. It's a pistol grip style, so you've got forward and reverse. There's no proportional control, so it's all forward, all reverse. Same thing with the steering. It's all right, all left, nothing in between. This is a tri-band controller, so you've got a switch here with A, B, and C. Matches a switch on the truck. So you can run up to 3 of these without having any radio interference, even if you get 3 that are the exact same color. I also really appreciate that they use the flexible style of antenna here, which won't bend or break like traditional metal ones. Out on the dirt, the Rock Crawler Extreme is no speed demon, but it's not intended to be. It has very low gearing that favors torque to get over rough obstacles. The combination of that torque, the nice soft tires, and the soft suspension work together well. Truth be told, there are very few toy grade RCs that can get over terrain like this at all. It's not unstoppable, as obstacles that are taller than the bottom of the front bumper will get it stuck, but most of the time you can just back out and adjust your line. It's the kind of RC that puts a lot of focus on operator control and skill. It can do a lot, you just need to figure out how to do it. I really appreciate that because it challenges the mind and makes you really think and spend some quality time with the vehicle and the terrain. Now, because this is called a rock crawler and I did have access to a pile of rocks, I decided to try this thing out in a place where it really should not have been able to go at all. Because these rocks are huge. I've had several $300 plus hobby grade RCs that call themselves full-on crawlers that had trouble going over these exact rocks. This Maisto Rock Crawler Extreme did have its issues and did need help a number of times, but in the end I was able to make it through the entire course. This performance here is nothing short of outstanding. This is a $30 to $40 toy. It absolutely should not be able to go over these rocks, but with only a little bit of help, it does it. This is an industry-leading example of an RC toy that performs as advertised, if not better. The original Maisto Rock Crawler was great, and with the small incremental changes they've made, it's only gotten better. The only thing that I could reasonably ask to be improved on this further is the steering. The steering motor is strong enough and it works consistently, but the wheels don't turn too far, so the steering radius is a little bit large. Otherwise, it's a great vehicle and gets a solid recommendation from me. So that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you'll watch more at rcmania.com.